On today's special edition of Level Up Law, we hear from our two Konduros Fellows who have been working for South Carolina Legal Services this summer to hear about what their experience has been like.
Good morning, y'all. My name is Robert Cathcart. I'm a rising 2L here at the University of South Carolina School of Law. I'm a Konduros Fellow and an intern this summer at South Carolina Legal Services. We're here in the historic courtroom today filming some videos for legal services to help our clients learn how to represent themselves in court.
And my name is Chris Schwartz, and I'm a 2L also here at USC Law School, and I'm also a Konduros Fellow working at Legal Services, and we're glad to have you here for the video today. Today we're just going to start off by talking about what is a Konduros Fellow. You heard Robert and I just explain that we are that, but what is it? So it was started a couple years ago by Jim Konduros. It was a generous endowment to the law school. And part of Jim's vision was that he wanted to give law students the opportunity to work in nonprofit civil law firms and be paid for that kind of work. Typically, firms like this don't have a lot of extra money to be throwing around at law students who are still in the process of learning. But through the Konduros Fellowship, it's allowed law students like ourselves the opportunity to be paid for our work over the summer, as well as help people in the public sector.
You may be wondering why I decided to do the Konduros Fellowship. Whenever I was looking for law firm jobs at the beginning of my first semester, because that's what they told us we had to do, I really wanted to come back to somewhere like South Carolina Legal Services. 6 years ago, I worked in the Spartanburg office as a little intern, and I really got the experience of the law to the law. It's what convinced me that going to the law was not just something that could line someone's pockets, it's something that could actually help other people. And one thing that really drove me to the Konduros Fellowship was its focus on helping people. Using that money that Mr. Konduros so generously donated to this law school to aid South Carolinians, and even we as interns were able to do that through our interactions with the clients at Legal Services. I don't know yet where I'm going to end up after law school, but I do know I want to have a heavy focus on helping other people who can't otherwise afford legal services.
Yeah, and absolutely. That's the way that I'm feeling as well. So far, my experience at Legal Services has been nothing but beneficial. Legal Services offers assistance in matters of all kinds in the legal area. We work with evictions, public benefits, housing, healthcare, corporations, family law, all kinds. And so the opportunity for a student to come and work at an organization that serves so many areas of law just really gives us a great opportunity to learn and to experience the different facets that we may not get to at a different type of job. Typically, what my day looks like is we will receive an intake from one of our users on our lovely service, either via phone or on the internet. And then from that intake, one of the fine folks at Legal Services will reach out with the client and kind of just get their side of the story, get their facts, and hear what we can help with. Once we get the original information from the client, we start our whole process. We look at all kinds of records, from the public index to housing filings, tax records, and court documents. And then from there, we begin to prepare a legal plan. And so, like I said, our days vary often by the type of work we do, but the process is always generally the same with that. As far as for law students, Robert, what would you say? Would you recommend Legal Services to other students?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I think it's really one of the best experiences you can get, especially as a 1L. I get to go to cases. I get to be in the courtroom. I get to interview clients, meet clients, witness documents. The kinds of things that a lot of law students don't get to do in their first year just because they don't really have all the experience. But Legal Services really sort of throws you in there and lets you do as much as you can, even though we don't necessarily have all that experience. It's very much hands-on learning. There is some research involved, but it's not like a lot of internships where they just sort of throw you in a dark room with a computer and tell you to look up this or that. It's very much interactive. It's very much meeting with clients. It's very much interacting with the other attorneys. And one thing I've really enjoyed is, at least at my office, they've really treated me like I'm sort of part of the firm, part of the group. And whenever we talk about legal issues, they expect that I have some background knowledge. And they treat me with that sort of dignity and respect. So I really enjoyed it so far.
And as we were both just talking about, we have service all kinds of areas and do all kinds of legal aid. Today particularly, we are not at a typical day at the office, as you can see. We've gotten a chance to work with the South Carolina Law School through their pro bono office and also through the Konduros program in order to film some legal aid videos that we can post online to help with various legal issues. Carolina Legal Services posts Level Up Law every couple of weeks, and those are just videos meant to service the public on various legal issues. And so if you ever need some just basic foundation in an issue, YouTube with Level Up Law is a great place to start. Building off of that, South Carolina Legal Services really has helped me prepare for the practice of law. As Robert was saying, they really try to give us a hands-on approach. We work with some excellent folks here at the different offices who are experts in their field. And I honestly don't think that any other firm could give me the experience and the breadth of cases that I experience on a daily basis at Legal Services.
And Chris, I would totally agree. 6 years ago, whenever I worked for Legal Services, it convinced me to become an attorney, to go to law school. I had a long sort of path ahead of me. Now I'm a little closer in that journey, but this experience through Legal Services this summer has really shown me that, especially the pro bono field, these fields of service are so very important in South Carolina. We always think of sort of the criminal defense side as needing attorneys. When you look at the civil side in particular, people can lose their housing, people can lose their Social Security, people can lose all these kinds of benefits and things that we just assume are naturally granted to them without the use of an attorney. And the only way they're able to get that attorney many times is through legal services. So I do believe it is sort of our duty and our obligation, especially for those of us going into the legal field, to be able to help others in some way. That's what legal services has shown me, is a way to help South Carolinians who are struggling to get back on their feet and to be able to help them without incurring massive costs while we're able to help them serve and use our skills that we're learning here at the law school in real practice.
And just jumping off that, if you do need legal help or legal assistance, feel free to Google South Carolina Legal Services. We have branches all over the state, and we have an intake line that is available on the phone and online. So feel free to give us a call and see if you're eligible. And if there's anything else that you need legal help with, lawhelp.sc.org is a great service as well, so give that a Google. And thank you guys for stopping by today and listening to us talk.